congratulations. You really seemed at home in the car out there and comfortable. Where did those laps come from?
Yeah, it was, for the first time since a long time, I felt in a qualifying session, I felt comfortable to push them more and more after every set. I struggled a bit with the balance, was very weird in Q2, the amount of understeer that appeared in the car, and we couldn't really fix it in Q3 as well. So I struggled a little bit there and had to make a lot of adjustments during the lap just to help a bit the balance, but it was a clean lap. Of course, would have been interesting to see George with a second set, but I think would have been fairly close between us two. But happy with the result and a big opportunity ahead of tomorrow.
P4 for the team behind the Mercedes. Is it pretty much what you were expecting from that qualifying, from what you've seen this weekend?
Yes. Yes, I think so. There wasn't much more for us. For me, I'm struggling a lot on this track for some reason. It's always been the case, and it's not that I'm not trying, because I'm putting a lot of effort into it, but I just struggle coming qualifying. On top of that, obviously these cars have to be driven a bit differently in qualifying, and so there's some work going on to try and optimize everything, which will put us closer to Mercedes eventually. But yeah, pretty satisfied on a track that I struggle with in general.
We had some radio messages this morning when you were battling Lewis. Have you two spoken since? Will you speak ahead of the race tomorrow in terms of how you deal with it on track, the two of you?
No, we didn't speak, but it will be fine.
All right, thanks, Charles. Thank you. You said to me you thought qualifying yesterday sort of flattered the team a little bit. Do you feel it's back to normal now? That's where your pace is, or was there anything more out there today?
No, there was a little bit more, honestly. My final section has been pretty poor, and we've been losing a little bit on the straights to some of the other cars, which we need to understand why. But a good 10th and a half, and a 10th and a half is almost 3 positions today, so we'll understand that if we can. And the last corner here is like my worst corner of the season, so I just can't get it right, and I made quite a big mistake on my final lap there. So give or take, I think where we are now, where we deserve to be, and where we should be. It looks close to the Ferrari, and we definitely want to give them a fight tomorrow. But it was clear today they have advantages which we struggled to get on top of, and it'll be hard to challenge them. But you never know, and we'll give it a good shot.
I think we are a bit behind at the moment. I think the order is probably about where it should be, and I think it's just all the corners really. We're not weak in one particular place. I think we probably did a better job today of maximising the power unit, which was good, but we're just lacking grip at the moment.
Between sprint and qualif, can you hope that tomorrow your car will be better to drive?
No, it was the same. Turned it upside down was exactly the same. So I'm expecting exactly the same tomorrow.
What can you expect in terms of...
Not much. Where we are, P7, P8. Probably fighting a bit with Pierre, but that's it, yeah. There's not more in it. It's incredibly tough to drive. There's no balance. I cannot lean on the car. Every lap is a fight. It's just very difficult.
I was just listening then, Max. So in terms of the graining, you said you think you have the worst graining of anyone around here. Is that going to be the same tomorrow then, are you worried?
Yeah, I mean, every time I did another lap on a tire set, it felt awful. So, I honestly think it's going to be quite tough tomorrow.
How big is the job then that the team have to do? Because if you've turned it upside down today and not found any answers...
Yeah, that's not good. That's normally not a nice thing. In the past, sometimes we would throw it upside down and it would work. Now nothing works. So it's just not. It's just not nice. Also, I cannot push. Every lap is honestly survival for me. Like I'm not enjoying it at all. It's just very inconsistent. I cannot build a reference through qualifying. So whatever lap I do, I'm like, all right, well, that's it. I mean. Can I go 4 tenths faster? Maybe. Can I go 4 tenths slower? Yeah, there's a big chance as well because it's just all over the place. So, it's just incredibly difficult.
All right, thank you, Max.
Well done.
Thank you.
How was that? Amazing. 7th. And beat both Red Bulls.
Yeah, I must say I'm very pleased. Team
team did a very good job. Yesterday already gave me a good car in qualified 7th, made a few tweaks on the car to help a bit our degradation in the race, which wasn't great, and managed to stick it in 7th ahead of the 2 Red Bulls. So definitely some positive to take.
What are the big differences from last weekend to this weekend? Obviously, it's a very different track, but do you feel like you've turned the car around, just got better use of the systems now?
There are many reasons. I think last weekend we probably underperformed for a few of them. Not gonna give too much away, but I think we should have been a bit better than we did. And this weekend, I must say, the cars felt a bit better. So with the ground in a decent place, I felt confident in the car from P1. Managed to put the lap in the quali. Sprint didn't really go our way, and I was a bit disappointed to come away with nothing. But I think tomorrow we'll be in the fight with the Red Bull and the Haas.
We saw last year that with a very difficult car, you did manage in quali to get a setup that could work for one lap, and you could drive it well, but then in the race it was tougher. Is the car this year allowing you to be quick in quali and then carry that in the race?
I think in Melbourne we showed better race pace than quali. And so far from the few sessions we've had this weekend, the quali was good, but the sprints not as good. But I think the race pace was quite there to fight in the pack. I just came a bit short in some situation where I felt at the back with the battery, etc. So I think we've learned, and hopefully we can be as strong in the race than we've showed today, and I think it's going to be tight with the guys behind you.
It looks like you've got the best-in-class engine in the field. What does that feel like? It must be like quite a turnaround from last year, and on the evidence of what we've seen the McLaren, if they can improve upon that, they've won back-to-back constructors. It's just one of those things, isn't it? You know that you've got the tools underneath you now.
I mean, all we got to focus really is on our chassis. So, at least it makes the work quite straightforward. Obviously, there's still work to do to optimize what we got, but I must say so far the guys in the team has done a very good job, and I've got nothing to say on the power unit apart from the fact it's really good. We got work to do on the car. Today there was 3/10 with the McLaren, and I think that's what we got to look at, and we know we have performance coming, so I think overall it's encouraging.
And how are you finding the racing? I know there's a lot to be made of it, but coming to China, more energy-rich track, did you enjoy it in the sprint race?
I think I enjoyed. It's always about how much control we got over all the situation, and fortunately this morning there was one situation where, for whatever reason, I have no more battery. I got passed by 2 cars, which was pretty annoying in one straight. But then when things actually react in the way that you try to do and as you expect, I must say it was definitely better than Melbourne. So I'm not going to be too harsh with that. Obviously we can do better. I'm sure we're going to improve things, but overall it's been better in Shanghai than Melbourne.
Thanks, Pierre.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Let's get to the debrief.
The kid did good. The kid did good.
Many said the kid was too young. The kid was too young to be in a Mercedes. We should have prepared him otherwise, and the kid did good today. Youngest pole seat, I think. I just heard.
Yeah, beat Seb's record. But it's been coming for a while. I mean, even when he did that 32.0, George might not have been able to match that.
Well, we will never know. It's I'm so happy for Kimi to be on pole. But obviously, if the kid lets the driver down, like on George's side, you want to see them head-to-head and see what they can do. So it's a shame that George couldn't do the lap.
Yeah. Any reasons that you know about?
No, it looks like it's electrical. We had to power cycle the car 3 times. It's basically like an iPhone, switch it on, switch it off, and then the 3rd time it went. I didn't think it was going out, but then to my surprise, we still did the lap.
Okay, but important day for in the life of Kimi Antonelli. Important for tomorrow as well. And well, let's just see. Best man win tomorrow. They'll go at it. I'm sure they might give you some nervous moments, but it will be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see how they get away from the start, and the Ferraris will be pushing like crazy tomorrow, like they did today in Melbourne, and it's certainly going to be entertaining.
Okay, we'll see. Congratulations for you today. Thanks.